By the way, since you brought it up, Legija, what about the Fnatic squad then? Because actually I've noticed that it seems like people are very impressed with like the GM job they've done, because obviously in the last LAN they had that whole scenario where they couldn't have all the players. So these two players they picked up, though, Alpha and Alfaya and Enzo. It seems like these are banger pickups, right?
I think Alpha was by far the best pick you could have ever made. He showed his stats, actually. He showed how good he was at the previous tournament, and I think this was by far the best transfer I think we had so far in Valorant. He's very super young. His game sense is, I don't want to bring it that far, but it's ridiculously good. Like, no joke. Fearless, very good understanding. Sorry, Gia.
No, I was honestly just going to add on to your point and say, like, you can tell that he has such good intuition for the game because he makes these decisions, especially regarding things like, I don't know, he'll be playing a Raze and he'll get his showstopper and instantly use it. And for a lot of players, it'd be like, why you're just wasting that? That is such like a heart-made decision that doesn't necessarily mean anything. But you just know that he knows exactly what he's doing, and it almost always gets a kill, if not some value, from those like really just like intuitive decisions that he makes. And you just there like, I don't know how the fuck this kid is doing this shit.
Sure. That's good. This guy's really, really good. And I think the only thing that can actually fuck him is if he gets actually a bad coach. That can actually stop him from, like, if he has a good coach and he knows what he's doing, then I think this guy can be by far the best in the world.
So you have the two EU teams. You have Fnatic and FPX as your two best teams in the world, Legija?
Me, yeah, by far. Yeah.
Okay. Because obviously FPX was the one where they had that whole situation where like Angel obviously couldn't go to the last LAN, they had to skip out. So we never really got to see what they would have been like. Like, if people don't know, I mean, they should have been a massive player at the last LAN. So you think they can win the LAN that's coming up?
100%. 100%. I don't know who should stop them. Optic? No, not on LAN against. If they both show up with main lineups, and actually everyone can travel. I don't know if there's any news about that, but if they all be able to travel, I think Optic will stand no chance against them. Even though I respect Optic really a lot.
Just stylistically, or skill-wise, or what?
Skill-wise, mentally-wise, experience-wise, I don't think. Like, you can see why I also think that they are the best team in the world. They are the first, like. Every team is already copying them. If they play a new comp, everybody else you will see start playing this comp, because they're a very respected team, very strategically. They have a very wide of arsenal of compositions. I think they are right now by far the best teams in the world.
I'm just looking because obviously the finals is happening as we record this. So the first two maps have been played between Fnatic and FPX.
Fnatic have won both, right?
Fnatic have won both.
Both, okay, sick.
But the first map, which was RIP Split's been taken out of the competitive map pool.
So sad.
The first map was a 15-13, but the second map, which was Icebox, was 13-5. Fnatic just dominated the attack. The Fnatic got 11. Fnatic got 10 attack rounds.
I think Fnatic is also the best team that's the best on Icebox. I think all the T sides are always 9 rounds, I think. So have fun beating that.
Yeah,
I think it's a tech-sided map, but yeah, I think they are crazy good. And they also brought back the composition without playing a duelist on that map. So I think that's also very smart, because there is no need for a duelist, in my opinion. Util over anything else.
It's actually mirror matchups on that map. Both of them played Killjoy, Chamber, Viper, Sova, Sage.
You mean specifically just on that map, Legija?
Yes, because there's so many small choke points, and like on maps like Haven, Ascent, there's like, when you go to site, you need the space. But on this map, like if you go on A side, there's so many close choke points where you already get the space. You can drone choke points away, create space with other things, and then rather have utility towards the end to defend the site than having someone who can dash in or be, I don't know. That's why I think also Raze is, for example, a good pick, because his nade and his boombot can also delay the after plant. So that's good.
I think it's like Icebox is on those maps where it's really good to have like Molotovs.
Yes.
Yeah, because you can just clear out a lot of little corners, which is why it makes sense to play like a Killjoy and a Viper, which is, what they've picked, and a Sage, I guess.
And for defense, it's really strong if you obviously have one sentinel more than a duelist, I guess. And also the operator will always get like his opportunities. For example, he doesn't have to be like super risky or aggressive somewhere on that map.
Want to see more cool, funny, interesting clips based on topics from my content? Well, subscribe to this channel then, or, you know, be a pleb and don't.